Hi guys, it's been about 7 years since the referendum vote, and Brexit supporters have been struggling in all that time to come up with some actual benefits. Now, for some reason, Question Time thought it would be a good idea to invite on a former political editor of the Sun newspaper and current host of a talk TV programme, Newton Dunn. Tom was responding to a question about food shortages and delays at ports. Wait till you hear what he had to say about Brexit in this regard.
But I do think we have to be honest and say we've got a particular problem with cost inflation in the UK. We're at 10.4% now. Europe's about 8.5%. The US down to 6%. They're both dropping. So, what is so bad about us? And I think let's open the Brexit can just a tiny bit, shall we? Brexit has not worked yet. If we got Brexit to work a little bit better, we could get food in cheaper, and then costs of food would go down a little bit.
What the heck does that mean? I love this woman's expression. She speaks for all of us. Well, what the heck does get Brexit to work a bit better? Does this guy not understand what being a third country means? That if you're importing or exporting, it's more difficult than if the UK was a member of the European Union and the single market. Like, he can look across the Irish Sea and see how things are going in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland isn't suffering to the same extent. Northern Ireland has some problems because of Brexit. It's not completely immune. But it's faring much better than the rest of the United Kingdom. Why is that? Because it's part of the single market when it comes to goods. It's not suffering the same consequences as the rest of the United Kingdom. Businesses in Great Britain are dealing with mountains of paperwork. And the further the UK moves away from EU standards, and that's, part and parcel of what the Tories want to deliver on. They want to move away from, they want less alignment with the EU and the single market. Then the paperwork is going to get worse. Isn't making Brexit better, or making it work a bit better? Brexit is the problem. If you have a fire, you don't say, let's add more petrol to the fire. That will, that will quench the fire. That will extinguish it. No, it makes it worse. What you need to do is put out the fire. You need to stop Brexit. You need to rejoin the EU, rejoin the single market. Now, there are some things that can be improved upon, but that's not making Brexit work. That's undoing Brexit. Do these people not understand? They have this idea, and unfortunately there are some people within the Labour Party who keep banging on about this, making Brexit work. No, the way you make Brexit work is undoing Brexit. Undoing the fire, putting it out, using water, not petrol. What is wrong with these people? Once again, I still believe there is this idea that yes, we're out and there's nothing we can do and we just have to sort of muddle through. No, it's not necessary. That doesn't have to be the way. They keep saying it was a democratic vote. Well, you could have another democratic vote to rejoin the EU. A majority of people would actually support that. At least they would support another referendum. Don't know if they would support rejoining the EU, but I think a majority would be happy to have a referendum. I know the politicians don't want to open this can of worms. They believe the wounds are too deep. But in order to make Brexit less damaging, you have to undo Brexit, not do more of it. It's insane. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.